Hello everyone, my name is Hemant Pandey, lecturer from the Department of Computer Engineering Shift A. So now we will do the last topic of the PLC, that is Programmable Logic Controller. So these are the PPTs which we have done in the earlier topic. So just let's see one by one. Okay, so we have seen the input-output modules, selection of PLC, then what are the programming equipments which we require, and these are the different language which is used to programming the PLC. Then I have told you that ladder diagram is the most common and most popular among all these 5 language which is used to programming PLC. So let's see the basic of ladder logic. So basically, ladder diagram, better known as ladder logic, is a programming language used to program the PLC. This is a graphical language showing the logical relationships between the input and output as though they were contacts and coils in the hardware electromechanical relay circuit. So basically it is just a graphic. You don't have to write any syntax or you don't have to follow any instruction format. Just it is a graphical language and you have to follow that graphical language, and it is very simple to understand the ladder diagram. Now what are the important terms of ladder logic? So let's see what are the important terms so that we can do the simple programming. First one is the rung input, right? So you can see this is the normally, means we are doing a contact. So there are 2 contact, normally open contact and normally closed contact. So as the name suggests, what will the normally open? Means in the normal condition it is open. When you will press, it will close, right? It will close means now it is conducting the electric signal. And what is the normally closed? Normally closed means in the current position it is conducting the signal, it is conducting the electricity. But whenever you will close or you will give it will be energized, the switch will be open. That means now it does not provide any conducting any electricity. Okay, so normally open contact, closed whenever it is corresponding coil or an input which control it's energized, and normally closed, that is not contact closed, whenever it corresponds coil or input which control it is not energized. Okay? Closed contact at rest. So these are the 2 inputs. Now let's see the most common output, that is actuator, that's coil. So the parenthesis means the 2 opening and close round bracket indicate the normally inactive coil, right? Means now it is inactive, but whenever the input is closed, right, means whenever it will get signal, it will become active, right? For example, suppose in this coil, suppose there is a one LED, so that LED will be closed, right? It will be switched off. But when it will be energized, it will get lighten up. Okay. And the second one is normally active, means it will be on during normal process at rest, but whenever it is energized, it will closed. That is, it will be open. Okay. Close means I am talking about the light. Suppose if in case it is bulb is connected in that place, so it will be lighten up. But when it will be energized, it will be switched off. Now let us see the simple ladder logic example. So the key switch one, these both are the normally open, right? You can see here this one, right? This one is we are inserting here. So these 2 switches are normally open, right? Means now no electricity is supplying here, right? The above realizes the function door motor is equal to key switch 1 and key switch 2. So suppose there is a one motor. Door motor means the motor which is used to close the door. So this circuit shows the 2 key switches that a security guard might use to active an electric motor on the back of the wall door. Means when these 2 switches are pressed, then only the door will closed or open, whatever. When the normally open contact of both the switches close, electricity is able to flow to the motor which opens the door, right? Suppose this door is closed at the moment. So whenever you will press this and this both, Only in that condition the current will flow and door motor will be open. Okay, because it is a normally open, right? Because so if you will not press this switch, current will not flow, right? Now let's see the second example. Now what we have done, we have used one open switch and we have one use normally open and normally closed, right? So obstruction is now normally closed. What does it mean? That in this situation, at rest, this is closed, means the current will flow from here. But when any obstruction will come, right, this switch will be open. This switch will be open means there will be no flow of the electricity from here, right? So suppose there is no obstruction, right? So it is closed and this closed door is open. So when I will press this one, it will also be closed and the current will flow and the door motor will be open, right? But suppose if there is any obstruction, right, I am pressing this switch, right, current will flow from here. But if suppose there will be one obstruction, so what will happen? This is a normally closed, but when the obstruction will come, it will be open, and if it will be open, so the current will not flow from this way, and the door motor will be at the rest, right, which is at the same condition which it was in earlier. Okay, so just I am reading it. This circuit shows a push button that closes a door and an obstruction detector that senses if something is in the way of the closing door. When the normally open push button contact closes and the normally closed obstructor detect is closed, that is no obstruction detect, electricity is able to flow to the motor which closes the door. Okay. Now this is OR logic, right? OR logic means if any of the one is pressed, it will be unlocked. So it's the first one is the exterior unlock, second one is the interior unlock, right? So if you will close this one, the current will flow from here and it will be unlocked. If you close this one or press this one, the current will flow from here and it will be unlocked. So it is exactly opposite this one, right? In this case you have to press both. That is AND condition. But in this case, you have to press only one, right? And we will get an unlock, right? Just I am reading it. The above realizes the function unlock is equal to interior unlock or exterior unlock. Means any one unlock will do, right? This circuit shows the two things that can trigger a car's power door lock. The remote receiver is always powered. The unlock solenoid get powers when either of the contact is closed. So if any one of the contact is closed, solenoid get unlocked. Okay. Let's see one last example. Ladder logic example 4. Now this is the very interesting. Okay. Now what will this is we have means there. Suppose there is a one simple switch. We have one is a start and one is a stop, right? So whenever you will press the start, that machine should run, and whenever you will press the stop, the machine should stop, right? Now you can see here we have using one normally open switch and this is a normally closed switch, right? So normally closed means now it is closed. When you will press start, right, whenever you will press start, the current will flow from here because it is already in closed position and the machine will run. And whenever you will press this button, that is not because it is normally closed, but whenever you will press, it will become a normally open. So the current will not be able to flow from here, right? And the machine will stop, right? So this is a simple process: start and stop, and then after that run, right? So that is a simple. But why we are using this run? What is the function of this run? Let's see. Suppose because it is not like a permanent. You just press the button. It is a momentarily. It is closed, right? And once the current will flow, it will start running. But after you releasing the button, it will again become normally open, right? So again, if suppose it become normally open, so again the machine will stop. So that is why what we have done, we have OR this run with the start. Means let's suppose I press this start button, right? I press the start button. And stop is normally closed, so the motor will run, and that logic we have done the OR here, OR, right, capital OR, that is OR logic. So what will happen? Run is already is 1, right? So if you start will back to the normally open also, this run will be there. It is already run is closed, right? So means we will get the current from here, and the run will be continuously on, and that run is given to the motor, right? So that is why we have done the OR condition between the start and run, right? So just you will press start, the motor will run, and then that logic we have given here, because any of the two of any one among the two will be one, that is closed, we will get the means the motor will be run. Okay, so just I am reading it once again. When the start button is pushed, the input goes to via the stop button, that is NC connected, normally closed. When the run input becomes true, the ceiling, that is run no contact in parallel with the start, and no, that is normally open contact, will close, maintaining the input logic true. Okay, after the circuit is latched, means when the motor will be start, the stop button may be pushed, causing it normally close contact to open, and consequently the input to go false. The run normally open contact, then opens the circuit, logic return to its inactive state. That is normally open one. Okay, so I hope you understand this, and with this chapter is completed. So guys, thank you very much.